Hello guys, welcome to the Crypto Matrix. I'm Mr. Legend. In this video, we'll be taking a look at general cryptocurrency markets. The last 24 hours have seen a lot of altcoins pumping. We have Zcash up 26%, Filecoin up 17%, ICP up 13%. It's safe to say good times is slowly returning back to the cryptocurrency market. Bitcoin dominance sits at 61.1%, while Bitcoin, the king of the cryptocurrency market, currently trades above $81,000. There's a lot of doubters in the market. A lot of market participants are waiting for the shoe to drop. They're waiting for the big dump to come to Goblin Town. But guys, before we dump to Goblin Town, we have to pump to the moon. Look at total cryptocurrency market cap. Look at liquidation in the cryptocurrency market. Sentiment is back in fear. We're seeing the fear and greed index flip between neutral sentiment and fear. Hopefully, at some point in time, the month will enter greed and extreme greed. We'll talk about news stories going around the cryptocurrency market, why suddenly there's a wave of optimism sweeping around the market, how to handle that, when to sell. Talk about that and more in this video. Let's get down to business. Let's start with the altcoin season index. The altcoin season index tells us whether 75% of the top 50 coins have performed better than Bitcoin over a 90-day period. When it's in Bitcoin season, guys, that's when you want to buy a lot. When we get to altcoin season, that's when you want to sell a whole bunch of your altcoins. And right now, we are slowly leaving Bitcoin season. In less than 30 days time, guys, we'll be heavily in altcoin season, where altcoins would have been having a great time right now. According to altcoin season index, this is the time to go hard on altcoins. And if we take a look at the general cryptocurrency market over the last 24 hours, over the last 1 week, yes, Bitcoin, the king of the market, has been doing well. Bitcoin, the king of the market, over the last 1 week is up 5.2%. Or you can look around the altcoin market, a lot of altcoins are already outperforming Bitcoin, from virtual to HCP to Ondo to Ton to Lunar Classic to Dash to Zcash to Filecoin to Pepe, and the list goes on. And I expect this trend to continue into the nearest future. I expect altcoins to continue outperforming Bitcoin for the nearest future. That's been my base case scenario. Total cryptocurrency market cap sits around 81,000. Bitcoin, the king of the market, sits around $81,000. I assume Bitcoin at some point in time in 2026 is going to head towards the $100,000 level, maybe even getting to as high as $110,000. For where Bitcoin is currently trading right now, Bitcoin will need around a 25+% pump to get towards 100,000, which is very possible, which can happen very quickly. If you look at the altcoin market, 25% pumps happen on the regular. We can have a 25% pump happening in 7 days, in 24 hours. For context sake, and Zcash for the last 24 hours rally up by more than 26%. So good times are slowly returning back to the cryptocurrency market. And when you see Bitcoin outperforming all coins, that's nice to see. Ethereum, the king of all coins in the cryptocurrency market, is currently underperforming against Bitcoin. If Ethereum was copying Bitcoin, we should say Ethereum trading around $2,600. But I always believe Ethereum catch up to Bitcoin eventually in the end. We saw similar situation happening in 2025 when Ethereum dumped to Goblin Town and eventually outperformed Bitcoin entering August of 2025. Will this time be different? I've seen Ethereum get to as low as $1,746. Since then, Ethereum is up to as high as $2,400, up 34% over the last 90 plus days. I expect at some point in time, 2026, you see Ethereum getting to as high as $3,400, maybe even getting to that $4,000 level. That would be very interesting if Ethereum can rally towards $4,000. Right now, there's a lot of pessimism in the market. Market participants are still scared. Influencers are still saying we're going to Goblin Town. A lot of influencers believe we're deep in the bear market. Then we have some few market participants that believe maybe just maybe the bottom is in. Maybe just maybe this time is different. Maybe just maybe the 4-year cycle is dead, and that's why you're seeing sentiment flip and flop in the cryptocurrency market. The last 3 months saw us stay heavily in extreme fear, but over the last 1 week, over the last 2 weeks, we have seen the cryptocurrency market start working its way towards neutral sentiment. Even though we're in some levels of fear, there's neutral sentiment getting over the cryptocurrency market. The cryptocurrency market is seeing small waves of optimism return on a daily basis. If you look at liquidation in the cryptocurrency market in the last 24 hours, the bears have been getting liquidated yet again. According to CoinGlass data, in the last 24 hours, 100,000 traders have been liquidated. Total liquidation is coming in around $318 million. The single largest liquidation order happened on Hyperliquid. The trader was liquidated for $13.02 million. Yet again, guys, be careful out there. Don't want to lose your hard-earned investment before the main event starts. That main event is going to be that wonderful altcoin season. Bitcoin is up 18% in Q2 of 2026. Ethereum is up 12.93% in Q2 of 2026. One telltale sign that the rally is coming to an end is that we see Ethereum outperforming Bitcoin. Last month, we saw Bitcoin going up 11%. This month is up 6.2%. For Ethereum, last month it went up 7.3%. This month is up 5.25%. So maybe just maybe the pump still has room to run. Maybe just maybe we're just in the early stages of the rally. You look at news stories going around the cryptocurrency market, and the last 1 week has seen the news stories turn from very, very fearful to right now. There's optimistic news stories going around the cryptocurrency market. We're hearing news of how more people want to buy Bitcoin, how all coins are going to pump to the moon. See this news story now. Bitcoin supercycle or bear market rally. BTC breaking $81,000 has traders at odds. BTC bottom call grows as analysts targeting $180,000 to $250,000 within a year, fueling debates over whether BTC has resumed its broader cycle. That's the main arguments we're going around the cryptocurrency market right now. Is the 4-year cycle over? Have we bottomed right now? Is Bitcoin going for another bull cycle? Maybe pumping to new all-time highs. We've seen Bitcoin dump over the years. We've seen Bitcoin consolidate over the years. But anytime that consolidation starts entering 90 days, 90 plus days from a huge, huge crash, you have to be worried. You don't have to worry. You have to be concerned. It's either the bottom is in or Bitcoin is still accumulating, but we saw Bitcoin accumulate for around 140 days in 2022 before the shoe eventually dropped and we went to set that new low and we now start pumping for a new cycle. Right now, I believe that the fact that a lot of market participants are expecting that new low to come in, we might just see some surprise on the books. That's why I'm heavily placing my bet on Bitcoin getting above $98,000, maybe towards the $110,000 level. We're going to see what will happen over the next few weeks. If the supercycle thesis works out, Bitcoin is on its way to $250,000. Bitcoin turn risks on as stocks hit all-time highs. Miners profit rise is $85,000 next. Bitcoin reserve rally to $80,000 amid improving BTC miner and option market metrics could create a clear path towards $85,000. You can clearly see the vibe shifting. First, it was $75,000, then $78,000, then $80,000. Now we're talking about $81,000 and $85,000, with some market participants even expecting Bitcoin to maybe, just maybe, head towards $180,000 or maybe $250,000 at some point in time by the end of the year. More news stories going around the cryptocurrency market. Crypto fear and greed index turns neutral for the first time since January. Is 100K Bitcoin next? Improving investors' confidence support Bitcoin's holds on $80,000 as the crypto fear and greed index exited the extreme fear zone. Bless me. Let me take that again. Improving investors' confidence support Bitcoin holds on $80,000 as crypto fear and greed index exited the extreme fear zones and now reads neutral. Are the bulls back in control? That's the $1,000,000 question. Are the bulls taking Bitcoin to the next level? Will Bitcoin get above $100,000? As right now, a lot of bottom callers are already calling for us to be done with the accumulation. They are done calling for us to start pumping to higher prices. Bitmine Storm Lee says crypto spring has already begun. Bitmine continues the streak of increasing Ethereum purchases, scooping in around 101,000 tokens in the past week, with the total holding now exceeding 5.1 million Ethereums. Their goal is to hold 5% of the total supply, and they are working very, very crazily towards that goal. If you take a look at the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market capitalization, the last 7 days has seen Bitcoin in the positive, Ethereum in the positive, XRP, BNB, Tron, Solana, Hyperliquid, all having major gains in the last 7 days. Expect to see all coins pumping over the next 7 days. Expect to see Bitcoin in the cryptocurrency market quietly surging to higher prices. Maybe we get to $5,000 this week. Maybe Bitcoin gets to $90,000. But one thing is sure, Bitcoin is in for interesting times in the coming days and the coming weeks. Guys, drop your thoughts in the comment section. Total cryptocurrency market cap sits at $2.66 trillion. Bitcoin sits around $81,000, with Ethereum trading around $2,370. With Bitcoin dominance sitting at a 61.1% region. How high do you see Bitcoin dominance go? Are you expecting that dump in Bitcoin dominance? That will see altcoin market pumping. Right now, altcoins are already pumping aggressively to higher prices. Zcash, Filecoin, Luna Classic, ICP, Ton, to mention a few. Which altcoins are you buying? Drop your thoughts about that in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more awesome videos like this. Turn on the post notifications to get notified anytime I drop a new video, anytime I go live. Remember, guys, when it comes to investing, nothing will pay off more than educating yourself. And investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Invest for the long haul. Don't get too scared. Don't get too greedy. See you guys in my next video.